with more than 9 years experience in remittances services. It's accessible, reliable, affordable, and convenient. Jamono Money Transfer is affiliated with Ajay Guaranteed Trust Bank Limited, Mega Bank, Apps, Reliance Bank, and many others. You can send and receive your monies from friends and families both home and abroad through Jamono branches at various strategic locations in the country with high standard customer service. Please walk into any nearest Jamono branch for efficient and timely service delivery. For more information, you can visit its headquarters at Bursubi, right opposite Afrimed International Hospital, or call on the following numbers: +220-3103-050, +220-3103-051, or +220-3755-522.
Is the one, the reason why we are all here to listen to him. He is no other person than His Excellency Honorable Mama Kande of the GDC. Thank you, you are all welcome. Now, I have to call Honorable Mama Kande. We listen to him, and questions will be allowed later after his deliberation. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. First of all, let me say good evening to you all and welcome to this Sarabiram Hall here. And of course, I want to equally welcome my GDC Executive Committee members that are here present. This press conference is going to be in local language for the benefit of majority Gambians, but journalists have the right to ask questions in any language they feel asking. Before we start discussions, I would first of all beg your indulgence. Today we have a great loss. One of our elders, who is the father of my desk officer of the North Bank region, Honorable Ablai Jallo, lost his father, and I almost canceled this press conference because it's a very big loss to us. And if you allow me, then we can all together make prayers and pray for him. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you.
A minute silence, please. May his soul rest in peace.
Okay, thank you very much. Mbokai, my greetings to you all. Tay ñu ngi daje fii bugg a waxtaan ci affaire situation bu nekk ci Gambia. Today's press conference daanaka dina dem ci ñaari fànn, and that is more ci luñ observe for what is happening right now in this country, and perhaps put questions to the current government, and if need be, put some recommendations forward for a possible solution to the challenges that we are all facing today in this country. Kon su melee noonu dinaa jéggalu ci nuñ ko mun di bugg di defee waxtu bu nekk wax neexut jubluwaay bi yëpp pour mu baax rek la fa di Gambie ene bi yëpp pour mu baax rek la pour Gambie bi leneen lu fa feeñ lu dul loolu na borom xam ne nekkutoon ene bi intention bi mooy what can we do as Gambians to have a better Gambia di kese la ñu soxla maa ngi nuyu mboolem ku fi teew both you di journalist ak mboolem kuy seetaan ak Gambian bi fu mu nekk ci aduna bi both in and outside this country maa ngi nuyu ñëpp di ñaanal ñëpp di jéggalu si ñëpp di jéggal ñëpp su loolu weesoo dinaa bëgg ñu start with the security situation of this country. Bu election bi passé ba léegi foog naa benn interview la amagum su loolu weesoo awma ak kenn interview waxtu wax nag dafa jot te gom ne rek am nañ kàddu yoo xam ne ni war nañ ko sànni ci biir réew mi bu ko defee mu nekkal ñu ñun ñëpp njëriñ. The security situation ci Gambia bi umpatut kenn ci Gambia li xew ak li nekk di xew Gambia buñ xamoon the Gambia that every Gambian was proud of ekati boppam bi ci kaw ne I am a Gambian nekkutoon dara. It was all because of the peace and tranquility that every Gambian and those living in the Gambia were enjoying. Today, loolu amatut fii benn Gambian tëddatul nelaw benn Gambian doxatul ba waxtu bu ko ne fekk xelam a ngi dal benn Gambian yónneetul doomam sax mu expect ne doomam bi dina dellu si kon Gambia boobu lu na te dafa raglu te ñun yëpp whether ñun ci biir nguur or not whether we are directly affected or not the moment am benn bakkan bu ñàkk ci biir Gambia ci loo xam ne ni du feebar yàlla jël bakkanam du dara waaye ay nit la ida ñu dugg sa kër jël sa bagage sàcc sa alal dellu rey la oo ngeen am ay issues seen diggante ngeen reyante loolu is getting too much in the country te that being the case dafa bokk ci loo xam ne ni bugga naa cee waxtaan ak the president of the republic mooy président Adama Barrow situation bi ci réew mi maa ngi koy oo na jóg mu takkandigaam xam ne Gambians vested their trust and confidence in him moo tax mu toog ci office boobu kon su fekkee ne toog na ba gis tey Gambia mu ngi mel ni mel kenn amatut safety in this country loolu war na ko jaral mu jóg soldaalam takkandigaam def loo xam ne ni loolu la Gambien si expect ci moom loolu maa ngi ko cee oo xam naa nag dafa am ñi dénk place yooyu ci wàllu security, both the Ministry of Interior and the Ministry of Defense. Waaye office am boobu dinaa ko wax ne office am boobu mooy monitor mboolem loo xam ne ni mu ngay dox ci biir Gambie te bu mu toog ci office boobu rek ñu ngi koy jox information mu gom ci loolu maa ngi koy wax ne 90% of the information xëy na buñ koy jox is fake because gawma ne ndax moom ci boppam sagoom la pour ñu gis ñu ngi rey Gambian si left right and center yaakaaruma ko fooguma ne sagoom la kon moom moo amee doole bi to stop this immediately. He have the powers. Security buñ xamee woon Gambia, peace and stability buñ xamee woon Gambia ñi taxoon loolu am ñu ngi fii ba léegi doomi réew mi lañ. Gambians putting on uniforms, both men and women, jaay seen bakkan pour aar réew mi so that ñu mun a am jàmm ñu julli waxtu bu ñu neex ñu waxtu bu ñu neex ñu tëdda waxtu bu ñu neex ñu eew waxtu bu ñu neex ñu dem fu ñu neex fekk kenn tiitu loolu mu ngi fii ñi taxoon loolu am they are still here. kon changes lañ am si presidency bi waaye su fekkee président lañ soxla tamit ba léegi président mu ngi fii kon lan mooy problème lan mooy problème bi we have the security personnel that we need to help protect the lives and properties of the people of this country. They're here. If it is about a president, ñu ngi am president. Kon lan mooy problem? Somebody somewhere is not fulfilling his obligation. Kon moom na o ñim denka yelu karange bi and I'm sure mu ngi am security advisors or he have security advisors and which I believe ñu ngi meet waxtu bu nekk but the outcome for what we are seeing and what Gambians are experiencing right now is not encouraging te lii nekkut affaire loo xam ne ni biir néeg la sakatuma mun nga koo noba today you have how many media houses that you have here? Tay lu xew soy saxat sa bir nek sax mu ngi ci aduna bi kon amul dara lu nobu for what is happening in this country. Is it encouraging people from outside this Gambia? Ne Gambia is a safe haven? I don't think so. Kon amna lu ñu mëna yaaxal. Lima bëgg wax président Barrow moy na jóg Gambian seeku fa teg kon bum ragal dara bum gestu dara bum doppal ko kenn bot na def limu war def. Let them call him all sort of names. Why? The lives and properties of the Gambian people matters. Kon maa ngi koy oo again na jóg mu def li war. If need be, na use the Gambia Armed Forces with the police. Security dina am ci dëkk bi. Security waruñ ko mun a compromise. It is not something that you can compromise. Because yàlla moo ñu binda ñu baax binda ñu bon. Loolu mënuñ koo génne suñ biir. Why? That is why you have security. People put in uniform. Police ñëw na fii arrest la léegi takka sa loxo yóbbu la. Du dara de loi bi la respect bi la waaye du wut ne moom malayka la mbaate yàlla la non nit la comme yow. Kon dëkk dafa am loo xam ne dénk nañ ko li ko empower li ko may doole bi pour ñëw téye la yóbbu la soo yaaxee loi. The same power buñ jox kooku moom président bi ñu ngi ko jox power bi ko gën a fort parce que ñooñu si ronam lañ nekk kon maa ngi koy oo na jox the Gambia security forces all the logistics in soxla with motivation ñu jàppale ñu aar suñu réew. On the issue of economic forces in this country, dama bugga mu toog seetluwaat man dama foog ne the presence of economic forces named peacekeeping forces in the Gambia is not doing any good to us. Instead, it's doing more harm than good. Mom, he has his reasons for having those foreign security personnel here in the country. Na am belegi su ko nehe, na am foreign security forces in this country. Why let them not be called peacekeeping mission, because we are not at war. And that alone can discourage investors, because wherever finger they peacekeeping mission kon am na lu fa nek. Ñun xam nañu suñu digante fi ben xex nekku from 2016 to now. Ben xex musu fe am. But why do we need to have peacekeeping mission in this country? It's not a problem. Let them have security from Malaysia or from China, from India, from Senegal, from wherever. I have no problem with that. He have his reasons to do for doing that. While Bugawa Moy, Turbi peacekeeping mission, Chibir Gambia, Lolo dafa am signal bu mo yone ci bir adna. It's like fii dafa am xeex te benn xeex nekkul fi. How do you want to encourage an investor to come and invest in your country when it is not safe? Mana yow xam nañ ko, waaye somebody that is outside this country kooku naka la moo xamee ne fii problème amu fi. Ci kaw loolu yaa ngi dégg ñu ngi rey nit ñi every day left, right and center. Nañ bàyyi suñ xel. Dama bugga mu toog xoolaat ko. Na am security bu ko neex, it's fine. Waaye mission bi dafa war a end léegi. Mission boobu dafa war a jeex. Gis naa the current director of SIS. Dina laaj for a little bit more clarification on what he means with, for the last 5 good years, the SIS arresting Ken. What he mean about that? What does he mean about that? Lolu man buga na ko xam. And I think war na leral lolu, because dama gëm ne even the FBI am nañ mandate to arrest unless and until the SIS in the Gambia is just like the CIA. You have to information and make analysis for whatever crime or whatever reason. It's fine. Why nañu leralal fofu lan motax mu wax ne mon for the last 5 years, because mu nge wax ne now they have competent intelligent security personnel, well trained. It's fine. This is what we need. Loolu lañ soxla ci Gambia. Waaye na ñoom arrestuñ for the last 5 years, lan la mean ci loolu? Because dafa mel ni ma am suma watchman ci kër gi, every day suma xëyee ñëw o suma eewoo ñëw mu ne ma xëy boss te dama la géntal boo xam ne ni yow da ngaa gudda fande. So meaning kooku instead of mu toog di ma aar di aar suma kër déedéet, he was sleeping. Buguma fa passé nag comme que xawma lan la miin ne ñoom arrestuñ kenn for the last 5 years. Xëy na seen way of operation, because I'm not an intelligent officer. Why? Question la boo xam ne ni maa ngi ko koy laaj te war na ko mun a leeral Gambians. Su fekkee ne they are mandated and have the powers to arrest kon security baa ngee leak moo tax su ma neexee ma ne ree bi yëpp you know armed robbers left right and center mu ngi bari ci dëkk bi kon they are entrusted with a responsibility to we as Gambians are expecting them to fulfill those responsibilities. Beneen bi ma bugg a ñëw mooy this issue of new birth certificates. Boobu tamit bugg naa the Ministry of Health ñu gën a leeralal nit ñi lan mooy seen jubluwaay ci affaire birth certificates yi. It is good pour ñu introduce a digitalization system because dafa bokk ci parti manifesto GDC. waaye nu ñooy doxalee dafa am loo xam ne ni xel daf ci ñaaw ci man, that's my opinion, waxuma loolu la moo tax maa ngi leen a oo pour ñu gën a leeral affaire birth certificate yi leen because kayti alkali ak kayti chief war na laa mun a jox birth certificate ci li ma dégg if I'm right, if I'm getting them right. Waaye sa passport or your identity card danga soxla your parents' documents. Is it not going to be a form of denying some citizens their rights? And encouraging on the other side ñi indi alkalo certificate rek or step certificate, you are entitled to one. Dama buga Gambian si ñu bàyyi suñu xel bu baax. This is a very sensitive area. Your identity card, your passport were all printed by your authorities. Accent ay machine yow amuloo benn machine sa kër dafa am process bi nga jaar pour nga mun a get an identity card and a passport and a birth certificate. Ñeneen ñi sax dañoo ñëw ak seen nurse papers. Why sometimes dañ leen a deny di leen laajte ñu indil leen seen kayiti papa, seen kayiti yaay, seen kayiti maam ak all what not. Dafa am li ma bugg a Gambian si bàyyi xel man ci suma gis-gis I may be wrong waaye to prove me wrong ñoom ministry bi ñooy génna ñu ne ma Mama Kandeh you are wrong te di nangu if I'm wrong. Bés dina ñëw in this country dinañ put documents before you and you are asked to vote on referendum. Majority Gambians or original Gambians will vote no. Why didn't they overcome? Dama bëgg ngeen déglu suma wax da ngeen dégloo ko xel. Dañ bàyyi suñu xel. We have no problem introducing digitalization system. Why nañ njëkkee with people that are holding our national documents, both identity card and passport. On the other side, They create a market for few individuals because lii tamit commencé nañ di ci laaj ay 300 500 from people. Demal indi 300 ma stampal. What are we trying to introduce here? We need more clarification on this. And I'm calling on the Ministry of Health. Nañ génn ñu gën a clarify nit ñi. Monday, until then, maa ngi reserve suma boppa ak anybody koo xam ne ni mu maa déglu. In fact, su fekkee ne mënuñoo leeralal nit ñi nañ ko stop for now. O ñu seet ñoo xam ne ñu ngi am valid documents, Gambian documents, ñu joxagum leen those birth certificates. Health insurance. It's very good. Why not? Health insurance guy nga amagum l'hôpital. I'm wishing them well. The Bugana gis health insurance am ci dëkk bi with fully furnished hospitals nationwide. Maa ngi leen ko ene. Also, equally, Mange or the Minister of Health and his ministry. Dead bodies you have in New Zealand for 7 good years in containers. Ñu ne xamé wuñ néew yooyu dead body yooyu. They are unidentified. Dead bodies, 7 good years now. Loolu kese denc leen am na ñoo xam ne nit yàlla lañ. In a container for so long. Loolu tamit nañ ko xelaataat dimbale woon Gambia. Ak luñ mun a ñàkk identify nit. It is just too long for a process. Ñu def liñ war a def ñu am that from the court. 7 good years is just too long for that. Kon nañ jàppale ñu resolve that problem. Ladies and gentlemen, on the issue of failed projects in this country, Amna Benabes, our president, on a surprise visit, if I can say. Fumuwahene, he was happy and that he was disappointed. I was equally not happy and I was disappointed too. Whoever was faulty, the project was a disappointment anyway. So fake any society government was a disappointment, so fake any society contractor. Moom mooy monitor mboolem loo xam ne ni mu ngi dox mboolem koo xam ne yaa ngi ronam bu mu ragal dara na def li war bu mu demee visit project boobu ba mu wax ne he was disappointed dafa waroon a romb si yeneen project will be equally again disappointed. Sometimes na soo waxee ñu ne opposition. Oppositions are Gambians. They are not better Gambians than us. Ñun suñu leen génnoon ñoom mënuñ ñoo génn. Waaye dafa am luñ dee bugg a dugal ci boppi président Barrow dama laa wax ne sa opposition mooy koo xam ne ni yaa ngi ànd ak moom bu dee bëccëg waxul la dëgga di la fenal ba pare di la praise boo xam ne ni caru ko kooku mooy sa opposition. Because at the end of the day, so duggee si kamba gi moom dafa toog mu taxaw fële yow kenn nga des foofu. Tey soo buggee protest ñu ne the oppositions are behind them. It's like amul ben Gambian koo xam ne am na right to protest fekk amul ben opposition bu nekk sa gannaaw nañ bàyyi façon politique yooyu opposition bi am nañ right if they want to protest ñu protest soxluñ ci ndimbali kenn but I believe the Gambian opposition are peace-loving people su fekkee ne protest rek la woon Gambia bi xam na ne after the presidential election ñu nangu ñoo results te mënoon nañ génn ñu protest but no we choose peace over violence. Kon Gambian politicians are peace-loving people. But again, on the other side, every Gambian have the right to protest whenever it is necessary. Na President Barrow xamne ñi lay wax ne ñooñu opposition ñoo nekk seen gannaaw ñu ngi la mislead ñooñu bugg a protest oo leen ngeen waxtaan opposition bi waxtu buñ buggee protest nañ génn te protest te kenn mënu koo tere waaye defuñ ko so li ma la bugg a wax mooy projects yooyu nga doon commencé di wër continuer ko maanaam soo yaa ngi romba Banjul airport bés bu nekk $14 million dañ ko spend foofu ñu ne on renovation only renovation da nga fekk airport taxaw bem baax ñu ne dañoo rénover fine ñu ne xaji jamono mooy jàppa njombori jamono dafa change war nañoo change ak jamono and they went to spend $14 million ñu ne on renovation su ndox ñëwee ci airport boobu waxuma la dafa senn waaye dafa sotteeku dafa tuuru where you put $14 million. President Barrow not them said the cooling system in that airport ak machine boobu fan lañ ko jëlee ak fuñ ko jëlee naka lañ ko amee si li yëpp soo jëlee njiit da nga ko war a seet donc the resources nga toog ñu ngi laa in report and for you everything is okay. Sometimes everything is not okay. And that is why today this country is faced with challenges yoo xam ne bu ñu yàlla jàppale wut pour ñu génn ci dafa metti because liggéey bi nekkatul maa ngi liggéey pour réew mi déedéet ku nekk rek mu ngi yaakaar xaaral ma buub yóbbu suma kër. What about ñi amul access to that? ñi amul access pour buub ni ñooñu di buubee kon ñooñu dañooy dee because loolu luñ bokk ñun yëpp la ñu tere la ko tere ko sa njaboot tere ko sa dëkkandoor benn nit buub is unacceptable. Kon again President Barrow jogal nga takk sa digga xool sa government na nga dem yoon yi ngeen wax ne da ngeen ko defar especially in Ñoomi the quality road and in Sabasanjal the quality road bi fa nekka demal nga seet ko sometimes bul ànd ak none of these contractors ayal sa own consultant who is unknown nga ànd ak moom surprisingly ñu wax la lu xew even yoon bu ñëw def nii ñu ne di OIC summit nga dem seet a quality road luñ startagum yëpp lu war a seetu la. It is rather unfortunate some time ago am na non-Gambian ku jox contract pour mu defar benn yoon saygul sax waa ji amu ko dafay ko ci biir Gambia bi fii bugg a rent ay machine ay tanks ay bulldozers lu nekk pour liggéey yoon liggéey yoon kay kon ñu bàyyi ko fii rek jox ko Ousmane Bada Souleymane moom it mu dem renti truck ak tankas defar yoon any yoon rek. This is not the way. Kon président Barrow maa ngi laa ooyaati nga seetluwaat système bi man de bëgguma Gambia bi fail bëgguma nga fail because soo failee Gambia mooy fail te Gambia su failee dama equally fail. Kon takkaatal sa digga nga xam ne again that office should be monitoring anything, everything that is happening in this country. Even this tax collection, that is a long process boo xam ne du lu gaaw because nguur amul benn nguur boo xam ne mun na dox daw without tax. And I'm sure perhaps with your new ministry, that is the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, they will help to change the tax collection procedure. Waaye na danga encourage Gambia si seen boppa. For example, mun nañu wax ne Mr. Samba su collecté receipt yi for the whole year su fekkee ne $1,000 si la spend dinañ ko delloo 300 mbaa 400 benn receipt dootul réer Samba kon fu mu jënd ak soxla na receipt because xam na ne he is expecting something in return. Kon meaning yaa ngi encourage Gambians yi benn tax du rëcca because loo jënd rek soxla nga receipt. Stratégie la. Years back ñu ne soo foree butéeli Coca-Cola nga yóbbu ko ci bitik bi da nga am 10 bottles mbaa tranche. Everybody was collecting. benn butéel doo ko fekk ci mbedda bi ñu sànni because xam nga ne soo ko foree yaa ngi am dara. It's a way of motivating people. So fu ñu create system yooyu kon ñu ngi sentu ba tey takkandigaam gis ne changes bi war a am ci biir réew mi am na. I know it's not easy. Perhaps ñun ñu nekk ci biti dinañ foog ne it's that easy. Why again minul ne xamuñ ci dara o mënuñoo indi suñu ideas fu mu jàmm takkandigaam bi de soo ragalee bot doo fees boppa di moment nga ragal xool boppa moom doo ko fees yow yàlla te ñu jox la réew bi jox nañ la ko. If you need our support, we will support you to move this country forward. Man, I am not an opposition boo xam ne ni bugga naa gis suma réew tàkka because nekkuma ci système bi non. The examples are there. I don't wait to be a president pour ma war a contribute my quota towards national development. I don't have to be a president because dama ko bugga rek waaye xam na yàlla def na ma ko. But one thing I know is that I'm a citizen. Yàlla def na ma citizen ba pare and I have a responsibility then. But whether I am a president or not, man dama am role bi ma war a play in my country. Te dama bugga dunda ma bàyyi a legacy. Kon you see, ñun amuñ that grudge ne nekkuma ci government bi dafa war a tàkka déedéet because su tàkkee ñun yëpp dañu tàkkale. Barrow is not my enemy. I'm not his enemy anyway. He's my rival. The Ben President du fa toog mu nekk suma enemy man. Muy moom muy keneen. Te if I become a president, I'm not an enemy to anybody. I want to work with everybody. kon ba léegi na takkandigaam mu xam ne am na liggéey mu dellu yurndu the issue of this procurement. Dinaa ko jox benn example. Perhaps it's 2-3 years ago. am na waxtu buñ jëndee ñu ne fertilizer, some few power tillers ak some tractors few ñu paak leen fële boori Yundum police ci benn fence foofu dem naa ba foofu. This is 2-3 years ago. And I was able to access the document luñ jëndee bagage yi pour ma waxal ko rek ne dafa war a bàyyi xelam ci document boobu bi nañ fa a bag of fertilizer mu ñoom ñu ngi ko jëlee $1,500 parce que loolu lañ dugal ci boppam loolu moo nekk ci document bi waaye is that logic nga jëndee a bag of fertilizer $1,500 nga war koo jaay $700. Is that logic? Is that logic? Because something is wrong somewhere. Why dañ ko use pour mu ñu naan ko nga baax ko because yow da nga baax instead of yow yaa fayal nit ñi the $800 difference. It was never like that. Power tillers yooyu ak tractors yooyu fu ñu ko jëndee Dakar fii la ci loxo benn Chinese tryoon naa ba am number boobu when I started questioning the Chinese, he ring off his phone nangu tuta jël suma ko. I'm not an intelligent officer. We have them, I believe, all over the country. Some of these things, Kumjamu useless. He need to have facts, real facts, not fake. The National Assembly, they commenced to invite ministers. I think everybody was very happy because they were exercising their rights as members of parliament and functions of that National Assembly. Lima buga President Barrow Moy, whether he is with those members of parliament in the same party or not, Nahamne, those people are there for the interest of the Gambia. Kenen Kunfa or you start the question, the praise, they are not doing it because they have something against you. But in fact, they are helping him. So it's going to be a collective responsibility. Where I saw the Minister of Agriculture, I believe, ñu laaj ko tender bi naka lañ ko defee ñu ne ñu indi tender bi yëpp ñoom ñu yëpp ku nekk 3000 la indi so naka lañ tànnee kenn among those naka lañ tànnee kenn among those tender am na kii mu ne 3000 man ma ne 3000 kii mu ne 3000 ñun ñëpp 3000 la léegi ñoom naka lañ amee kenn si among aussi we need more clarification on this. I did my homework. I'm not company you have any contact now. CIF Banjul 1,200 a bag of fertilizer. Wahuma nyom bu jënda de. Man suma contact. A bag of fertilizer CIF Banjul $1,200. Here comes the role of again the SIS director. You don't have to arrest people, as you said, which I still have a question. But Nachigai Japa, Barrow cannot do this. That is why you have the cabinet. That is why you have the intelligence, you police, the army, everything. Kuneka dafa am responsibility buñ la jox. Su fekkee ne defuñ seen responsibility nañ leen daaxa ñoom ñëpp loolu kese moo fi des waaye Gambian si sonna nañ dunda bi seer na ragalatuñ kenn nekk lu la neex ngay def da ngaa dem si bitik léegi nga laaj dara ñu ne la $10 after 5 minutes nga génn rek delluwaat foofu ñu ne la $15. réew su nekkee amul kenn kuñ ragal kenn faalewut sa morom dafa tas te waxoon naa leen Gambians may leen gas nañ pax ñu dugal fa Gambia buñ nangu ñu tëj ko. Nobody wanted to listen. And today, everybody can call Mama Kande. Wahal, lu may wax? Do I have anything to say? Foog naa ñun ñëpp a ko bokk a gis what is happening. Waaye fii, I'm not trying to blame. Maa ngi waxtaan ak Gambians, but especially those that are in government, especially those that we have entrusted with positions and paying them monthly salaries, giving them all they need to perform their duties. Unfortunately, realize ne ndax am na kuñ teg ci place li jar a bàyyi xel. Su loolu weesoo again xam naa journalist yi fu mu nekk nii ñu ngi yàkkamti laaj questions waaye maa ngay jégalu rek tuuti rek. I'm all yours today. Fii ba 12 o'clock, so leen sonu duma son. And I'm ready to answer any question. Boo xam ne ni xam naa ko lu xamul rek naa leen wax ne xaw ma ko bu leen ma mere rek ci loolu dégg nga. Ci fi may ñëw next is that maa ngi oo nguur gi again. But before coming to that, there is this famous petrol issue in the Gambia. Very famous. Very expensive. Drivers strike nañ fi 2 days, how much 3 days, ñu ngi toog ñu ne duñ dawal suñu wàññiwut fuel or checkpoints ak yooyu. It's fine. I have seen the Ministry of Finance on one of the, I don't know, Kerfatu or Fatu Network, Ben Alasi Yoyo. Ñu ngi doon waxtaan jéema wax Gambian si li xew. I think my brother Nyanga was there, one of the biggest critics of this government. Why keroog moom nanguloon na gaay. It was okay. But man, I still have a question to that. Because man xam naa ne fuel dealers yi per litre $50 la. Len mooy excès fii $50 xëy na som mutut. Then they have $5 margin. Loolu mooy seen profit per litre, $5. So meaning loolu dafa dem mu nekk $55. $50 bu ñu jëndee ak $5 seen margin. Government indi seen ay tax seen ay sarta compté ko ba mut $72. From 55 to 72. Ay sarta yoo xam ne ni la fuel dealers yi war nañ ko matali. Suñ ko mutalee bu ko defee ñun ordinary Gambian dinañ fay loolu. That is why ñu jëndee fuel bi loolu. $55 yi $5 bi mooy seen margin boobu mooy profit yi fuel dealers yi ak seen capital bi mooy $50. Then from $50 to $72, is it $18 or the good mathematicians? $22? No, it's not 22. 72.55. That is $17. $17. It's like the journalist. None of you is a mathematician. Eh? Then $17 boobu moom la moo égal xaalis bi to $72 waaye léegi li président Barrow war a laaj léegi o wan man li may laaj $79 bu ñoo jaay par litre $7 difference boobu fan la kan moo koy yóbbu ak fan la aju because ñële am nañ seen $5 nguur gi seen taxi ak lépp am nañ $17 but there is $7 extra plus boo xam ne is not accounted for or amut fenn fuñ ko indicate ne Samba moo ko moom mbaate Souleymane moo ko moom that's $7 we need clarification on that so da nga gis ne $7 kooku boobu sax moo ëppa fuel dealer bi li mooy am $5 $17 goes to government but again an extra $9 boobu fan la moo dem I'm not accusing anybody we need clarification and I'm sure fuel dealer yi jëluñ ko kon am na fu mooy dem te fu mooy dem foofu lañ bugg a xam kon président Barrow again na bàyyiwaat foofu xel lu nekk ci gémmiñ bi dafa bari waaye duñ ko fi mun a jeexal the last point bi ma bugg a wax mooy maa ngi oo nguur gi again am na investors yoo xam ne nii maa ngi leen naa invite ci Gambia bi ak struggle bu rëy because perhaps until they are here they are not convinced I don't want to say reasons which we all know anyway waaye si ñaari fànn agum perhaps dina mun a dem ëpp loolu waaye si ñaari fànn laa leen bugg a invite gum benn ñu jàppale ñu am a sizable fertilizer producing plant in this country fertilizer producing plant ci Gambia bi fii so that suñ béykat yi dinañ mun a afford fertilizer te dellu dinañ ci mun a export loolu benn la ñaareel bi dinaa bugg a gaay jàppale ñu am fii a brewery boo xam ne comme Banjul breweries bu nekkoon fii ñun defaral benn Coca-Cola fii mbaate Fanta or any other drink together dinañ mun a use suñ mango yi ak suñ oranges yi ñu mun ko process ci biir Gambia bi fii with other drinks ñun yëpp fii lañ jógee xam nañ mango season fii foo wiiree biir komba mango yaa ngi tëdd ci suuf si di yàqu kon loolu tamit dafa bokka ci xelaat bi ma am pour ma encourage leen ñu ñëw I was thinking of a digitalization hospital waaye loolu du yomba def because ñun ñemeñatuñ loolu yooyu loon boo xam ne mënuloo génne revenue at the end of the day te for now xam naa government is struggling so much moo tax ñu ngey ñoppati fu nekk pour mun a génne tax lu tax dañ dem en seen boppa luñ antanut that was all wrong advices I don't want to get into that. Perhaps one other day, dinañ ci waxtaan. Waaye lii ma wax ni dafa bokk ci agriculture. The pare ñu stop the blame or the blame game waxtu bu nekk we have to look for an excuse lii moo tax jafe-jafe bi am nii. The moment nga experience benn jafe-jafe for war nga plan pour ëllëg. But planning bi lacks a lot. When they came in, the excuse was we inherited a system of dictatorship 22 years. Everything they talk about the Ajam. It's fine. Pass it. The next thing is COVID-19. Now it's Ukraine-Russia war. And we not planning. Can't we plan? What stops us from planning? What is stopping us? Sorry. What is stopping us from planning? Russia ak Ukraine fu ñu waxee loolu suñu waree tere maalo bu ñu war a lekk kon ñun ñoo ko def ni ñoo ñu def ñu liggéey ba war ñoo supply ba ñu yaakaar leen ñoom pour dundal ñu te ñun ñu am suuf si we have everything we need in this country kon the blame game must stop lii suñ font la yàlla defal ñu lépp luñ soxla waaye nag yàlla du ñëw béyal ñu yàlla du ñu dem jëndal machine indi yàlla du def loolu de li mun mooy ñu jox ñu suuf si ñu àll bi jox ndox bi te def na ko lu ci des si ñun la kon maa ngi encourage président Barrow na xoolaat saakulam bi xoolaat liy dox ci réew mi as he once claimed that he is, I believe, the most informed person in this country. But again, Manko Wahne, we as opposition, we are also very informed. So sometimes déglu ñu dafa important. Bu ñu wax ngeen jël opposition la. Opposition bi tamit dafa bugg a jiite réew mi. Te amul kenn si opposition au politique bi nga wax bi taxaw fii in a political rally naan jox leen ma Gambia man su ma ko jotee dinaa ko lakka. Nobody will do that or nobody will say that because each and every one of us nekk mu ngi gàddu parti manifesto boo xam ne ni foog ne bosam is the best and best for what for Gambia. Kon we are citizens equally like him. Suñ sago réew mi baax. But this is a challenge, and it's a challenge for every Gambian. And I'm calling on all Gambians, whatever we can do as a people, I believe there are thousands of people, Gambians, ñoo xam ne ni retire nañ am nañ place aduna bi façon institution boo xelaat ci aduna bi Gambians yi ñu ngi fa woon. They are here in this country. Get some of them, let them advise you. Nañ la ubbil bunta bi nañ la ubbil yoon bi waxuma li nga amee baaxul waaye feesagut suñ bot maa ngi jégalu na damay wax suma xelaat rek I wish suñu OIC summit bi dinañ ko doon am this year. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think so. Maybe another time. Okay, last card bu may sànni ci vice président bi suma brother la suma xarit la waaye nag he once said you cannot make the omelette without breaking the eggs. I heard from him anyway. li ma ko bëgg a wax rek suy dem ci yoon bi na jële yoon saytam bi not always the opposite. Vice président yu bari romba nañ fii su ñoo dem Banjul dañoo follow leen ni Banjul su ñoo dem Brikama dañoo follow leen ni Brikama. Not when you are going to Brikama nga dem tier yoon buy dem Banjul. That's not correct. as a brother man ko wax ne nu traffic be high as long as the ambulance is not an emergency amna his security ci kanam mun nañ ko jappale ñu clear ko yoon bi mu romba than always taking the opposite lane so lolu weso ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, I want to thank you all for coming. And as I said earlier on, whatever question that you have in any language, except the language that I don't understand, I will do my best to answer your questions. I thank you so much for coming. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much.
Your question is, there is no answer for your question. Maybe we will refer that question to another time. If any one of you is interested to ask any question, I will encourage you to raise up your hand, introduce yourself, and then ask one question at a time. Thank you. Is there any? You can ask question.
I believe all of you that you have listed today. What is your take on the state of the Nigerian army?
Thank you.
It takes I have a couple of questions, but one is really here. So, you made mention of registering people that are on Gambia, so whatever excited in the Gambia, what they are on Gambia. So, there is if we are careful, we have a lot of Gambians will vote for no, and then young Gambians probably will actually lead the board according to what is, I don't know whether.
If your colleagues don't have any speak about this,
Somebody write
Yes.
questions.
All right, thank you very much. I'm a sample from your perspective. During your deliberation now, you highlighted on the current situation of the, security situation of the country.
and look at the issues, facts that are facing this country. Let it be a realistic speech, because most of the things said in that document is kind of repeating the same things that they have been saying for years now. The facts were not discussed. The situation of high rocketing of prices, essential commodities, the difficulties Gambians are facing trying to feed themselves, the killings, and so many other things. I think this would help him catch exactly what is happening in this country and try to tell us what they have as a solution to those challenges. Not to put the blame on Russia and Ukraine or COVID-19. It has been experienced worldwide. So, but for your country, you should try to find a solution and be very frank and honest to your people and tell them exactly what's happening. On the issue of the newly introduced birth certificates, you know, the possibility of registering non-citizens is very high. Where the alcalo and the chief have the power to give you a document that will avail you the opportunity to be registered and given a birth certificate in this country. I'm not accusing them for anything, but the examples were very clear during the last presidential election. Unfortunately, the petition put before the court was never listened to, but there are a lot of evidence that non-Gambians were given voters' cards. And until that is proven wrong, for me, it exists. So we have to be very mindful. I am not saying it should be stopped, but there are Gambians that are identity card holders, birth certificates, passports. They should not be denied, or it should not be made difficult for them to acquire one, instead of asking them about their parents' documents. At the alcalde's level, perhaps, or the chief, all these questions are not coming. Instead, information reaching me, I stand to be corrected, I may be wrong, is that some of them are asking for money from this, or for this. It's happening, so that's why I talk about it. But my understanding about the whole situation is, let us be very mindful. I heard them, I think some time ago, saying that they have registered almost 200 and something thousand people within a short period of time, which is even faster than the registration process, voter registration process. What are we expecting in a year or so? What do you think is going to be the population of the Gambia? There I'm thinking about. So we need to be mindful. On the issue of the security, I think I am one of those that have talked about security very often in this country. In many of my interviews, in fact, last year, I even went to an extent of urging some of these parastatals companies to help buy mobility for our security personnel. And people were laughing at this. They thought it was a joke. But do our security have the logistics? Is there anybody that is motivating them? We have to recognize that these are Gambians and loving people, and they have put their life for this country and are ready to continue putting their life to make sure that they defend and protect the integrity and the lives and properties of the people of this country. They are ready to do that. Give them all the logistics they need, the mobility, everything. Motivate them. Bring down the army. Let them be everywhere in this country. You cannot compromise with security, my friends. And I think you who asked the question knows that this is not the Gambia that we used to know. It has changed. And it did not change for the better. I think these are the only 3 questions. Any other question?
Yeah. Is there any other?
My name is from Gambia. I have a lot of questions, but I'm limited to ask only one question. The one that I will ask, you have asked, or you have called on the president to act on all the issues that you have made based on. My question will be, what would you have done if you were the president of the Gambia today?
Thank you. Is there any other? Any other new person maybe is there any other new person who would like to ask a question or you want to ask before I
Question? If you tell me
What would you have done about all these allegations? Advices you give to the president?
Well, thank you very much. I don't want to be like my brother Musa Ali Bachiri to ask the president to give me run this country for 3 months.
3 months.
But I think that is why I am talking the way I am talking now. I believe I would have been more serious without compromising the security sector than as it is happening now. As I said, the moment you joke with security, you are joking with everybody's life. And we all need to be protected. And if you do follow my meetings or sometimes my interviews or sometimes my press conferences, I can proudly say that in this platform is one of the platforms that most of the time security matters are discussed. The Gambian security. A security personnel or security system or security, that we have in this country, and I'm very proud of them. I have talked about it even in 2016-17 when the economic came in. Without them, we would not have been here today discussing politics. But they choose to protect the lives and properties of the Gambian people. Very proud of them. Go through the records, you will often see me talking about our security. Because these are the people we have. We cannot send them away. It's just not possible. We need them. So I would have taken all the necessary steps, give them all the logistics that they need. In fact, I would have turned this country into a police state. Every corner you go, you will find a security personnel. Because the people need to move freely, and that alone will encourage investors to come and invest in this country. On the issue of the economic, you said I have made a very serious allegation. I do not make serious allegations. I said it's causing more harm than good. And the reason is that the simple name that they are here on peacekeeping. Peacekeeping. Where there is peacekeeping, there is a war, or there was a war. We do not experience war in this country since, I believe, 1981. Since 1981, we are at war. I am not saying President Barrow should not have the security that he trusts or the security he wants, but let them come in a different name. Somebody outside, his or her understanding is that the Gambia is at war or the Gambia is not stable. That's why we have peace mission, keeping forces in the Gambia. And that is my reason. Because they are here to protect President and his family. Period. And I don't want to touch into that area. He knows better why he wants them. It's his right if he so feel. But again, on the side of Gambians, the name peacekeeping is something else. Unless and until I'm convinced that outside Gambia, people are not recognizing or seeing the Gambia as a country in a war zone. So that is my reason. On the issue of us not talking about birth certificate or people, or how to call it, foreigners or non-Gambians getting registered, we have talked about it, my brother. I personally have started questioning the registration process even before they end the registration. I think I have an interview here at this hotel, and I gave Nemakunku as an example that the last registration before this one, the number of people that were registered in Nemakunku decreases. So you want to tell me all those people were dead? Where do they come to match the number? And after the elections, that have nothing to do with party agents. A party agent, how do you know that this man is a foreigner and is not a foreigner? How would you know that? By the name? Like my Jola man said, there can be no Bakontongo in Jarasoma. The evidence were put before the High Court, and the High Court decided not to list it. It's fine. It's past and gone. But it remains in our minds. So we have to be very careful. On the issue of me meeting the president, I think I have talked about this many times. Was it the first time me meeting the president or requesting to meet the president? I have met the president several times. And I will continue meeting him as long as I want to meet him. Or I will request meeting him as long as I want to meet him. As I told you earlier on, I don't see President Barrow as my enemy, and I'm not taking him as my enemy. He's just my rival. At the end of the day, I have nothing against him personally. The simple fact when we're talking about him is because he's at the presidency. If not, I don't need to talk about him. So whenever the time comes for me to tell Gambians whatever happened, I will let you know, inshallah. Any other question? This is what I'm telling you. Whenever the time this still exists and is a political party, as long as it exists, we will follow the electoral laws of this country. So it is not a question of if we are getting preparing ourselves for the coming Congress. I think that is an obvious thing. On the issue of if I am prepared, that is why the party is registered for elections. And the simple fact that there is this GDC and there are candidates, we expect to win and lose elections. It's nothing new. But that will not stop us from preparing for other elections. We are more than prepared, my brother. Inshallah, when the time comes, you will know that the GDC is prepared. As long as the party exists, we will contest every election. We are not a political party. No, we are not a handbag political party. That political party that exists and does not contest elections. We thank Allah that the party have grown this far. So we are ready. What is the other question?
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, of course, the moment we are able to do it, then it's sustainable. Because with digitalization system, it will help you reduce corruption. You cannot eradicate corruption, but it will help you reduce corruption because everything will be monitored and be controlled. So it is a process to help the government collect more revenue, and everything is going to be legalized. Everything is going to be monitored. So why is it not sustainable? If you and I support it, it will. But the moment it is in place, and you and I are trying to take the back way of time, it cannot work. But I'm sure there will be conditions and penalties attached to that. If you want to beat the system, and if you are caught, then you pay the price. It's simple. So the best way to reduce corruption is to make sure, because it's today all is all about digitalization, e-governance. I told you about a digital hospital. You don't need a file to be moving from one place to the other. You don't need a medical prescription to go and take to the pharmacy and give somebody. You just need a code. Enter the code, the machine will bring you the medicine you need. How can you steal that medicine when you don't have access to go there? So I think it's the best thing that can introduce in this country to reduce corruption. Any other question? Maybe the last question, because it seems that they are tired.
The last three questions, please.
Good evening. I'm coming from the Voice newspaper. Honorable, according to what you said, that the OIC summit might not hold this year. So what do you think the government should do to rapidly handle the situation since we have
It's not possible.
few months to get?
Is there any other question?
So I would have asked, really you have any proof or evidence that the OIC would be record if you have any about it. Okay, so my question actually has to do with GDC itself. Your national youth president recently came out on some of the people that did the party to come back to the party because they've been fooled by the ruling party, that is NPP. Many people believe that there are a lot of people, including your former national president, that is
To take place this year. All the necessary logistics to be put in place are not in place. And I believe, as usual, the year end will be in December. And we are fast approaching October, and we kind of have only 2-3 months to go. And I don't expect the 20 roads that are supposed to be built will be completed within these 3 months. And the foundation stone that they have laid, the Radisson Hotel, I don't think if even the works have started. So the signs are there. It is not me telling you that it's not going to happen. It is the signs that are telling you that it's not going to happen. I wish it can happen because perhaps through that I will have my Nemakunku Road built. But I think what they can do is to continue negotiate with the Arab League and perhaps have it another time because we need it. On the issue of MC Cham should have been in a better position to answer, but you directed the question to me if I will do the same like MC. MC was speaking on behalf of GDC, and I am the Secretary General Party Leader and flag bearer of the party. I am starting from President Adama Barrow to come to the GDC, not only talking about people that have left the party, but I'm starting from President Adama Barrow, my brother. So meaning, I want every Gambian to come and join the GDC. We have nothing against anybody. And we are fighting with nobody. Those that believe have come to land in the GDC and are now qualified, I'm happy if they can do it on their own. I don't own anybody. Nobody owes me an obligation. I'm not paying anybody a salary. It is not a force that somebody should be a member of the GDC. So I'm happy if you become a member of the party. But again, it is your right to remain in the party or leave. Until now, nobody ever left this party. And I stand on a television or in a political rally, I even mention your name. I don't do that. So many people have learned a lot from this party. And in fact, you know, the party become the diamond of this country. The moment somebody is said to be a member of the GDC, want to leave, everybody is welcoming you. So you become a diamond. But at the end of the day, anyway, then give me the next question.
The next question is dead bodies.
But if I have evidence, it is now up to you as a journalist. Go and do your research. If what Honorable Kande is saying is true, go to the dead house, go to the ministry. It is now your responsibility. So the issue of GDC and APRC, no alliance. We have an MOU. The MOU covers both presidential, parliamentary, and local of government elections. So I think that have answered your question. Omar? I pray to the Almighty Allah. May Allah give us all good health, long life, and to a better Gambia. I thank you so much. Some of the issues will come